Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 65 of Europa Universalis for As the Ottomans. We are currently at war with Austria, and one thing I did forget to check is just exactly how France are doing against Spain. Spain seem to be giving Fazan a little bit of jip down here, but it's not really ever going to count for anything. France are starting to invade Spain, so I think all in all it's going quite well. Muscovy aren't involved, we're already at 7% war score. Austria is already at a relatively low war enthusiasm. We've not quite managed to... We've got a wall breach on their capital, which is really, really good for us. So they might be sieging out a few bits and pieces here and there. We don't care too much. Let's start getting some men forward. So yeah, we are starting to really occupy Austria here. And the provinces that I want more than anything is Crane. It's the war goal, and it'll link our territory together here. You're moving in there, are you? Oh, you've changed your mind. No, go for it. Please do come in. You stay there, then. They thought about it, but then decided not to. Let's move one of you down there. If one of them wants to come in, that's fine. So, as I was saying, I'd really like to take Crane, because that'll link our lands together. And I'd like to take Trent and Tyrol, because it's a silver mine and a gold mine. So, let's get you guys in up here. More forts we can siege out. Not too sure what Austria's trying to do. 49% chance that we're going to get this one anyway, very soon. Austria's getting some attrition up there. Now, bear in mind, Austria is involved in another war, so that does help us out. You have a leader. That is mountains, but we can't reach it straight away. We are still making money, which is good. We have this province now. So, let's just go and march straight in. Got to go the long way round, but will you get out of there? I don't think you will. That is a big stack that has just appeared. And we're already committed, so I'm not going to give up on that one, but I am going to throw a lot more men at the problem. See if we can get you down here. You've got to go along. Oh, they've obviously pieced out with the Commonwealth now. Oh, wow, we're going to struggle here. We might just win this battle, if we're lucky. We do have a severe penalty. But luckily, we threw just enough men at the problem to solve it for us. Lose ducats, gain prestige. Oh, get a free galleon. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So where's that free ship? How on earth? Right, you just stay there in Suez, because you've got no real easy way of getting around here without sailing around the coast of Africa. So we'll have to do that later on. You guys are supposed to be protecting trade, but we're going to go and mix you in with the heavies just so we've got some additional support there. So I'm just trying to keep my eye on everything that's happening around here just to make sure that Austria don't sneak behind me and grab anything important. So we'll go over there and grab Ostermark. Let's go and move one army in down here. Of course, they do have a few of their vassals helping them around here. Right, you're moving in over there, are you? You can get there relatively quickly. You are going to change direction. They are locked, but we are going to reinforce here, so we should win this battle without too many problems. Obviously, we're taking a little bit of a battering to our manpower, but that's fine. So, you come down here and grab that. You can start moving over here. That's now at 100%. You're a fairly small army, but let's move you down into position anyway. Taking a massive amount of attrition here that we don't need to. Apparently, if we move in there, we'll be taking a fight. We actually caught them while they were still escaping. We don't have a leader, but we should win that battle anyway. So they're about to reinforce. But that's fine, because we've just got that one. Well, they were thinking about reinforcing, then they decided not to. I'm going to take one of those armies, or two of those armies over here, because I think Austria's trying to sneak in around the back now. You guys go over there and take that. So we're already at 20%. But we want to siege out Trent and Tyrol, because those are the other two provinces that I want to take. We're not going to be able to take too much in a single war, because we can't really afford to... Let's just bring some of these guys back into my own land. We won't be able to take too much in one war, because we won't be able to afford the overextension or all of the coring costs. We want to keep the piety. Let's move into some more of these provinces. If you guys can get into Salzburg. But yeah, we need to take Trent and Tyrol. Those are the important ones right now. In fact, let's grab you. Let's march you all the way over to Trent. You can go ahead and take that. France is still dealing with Spain. Now then, could we get Spain out? No. Minus 47. If I could get Spain out, then it would be a lot easier for us, because France could just concentrate on helping us deal with Austria. At the moment, France are just being a distraction for Spain. Now, where are you moving your forces to, Austria? That's what I'm interested in. Tyrol's going to be a long march for you. Let's get you up there. Let me just spread these guys out a bit so we're not taking quite so much attrition. There's our mission complete. What's our next mission? Conquer Moldavia. Rival of our rival. Rival of our rival is Scotland. And they should be our friend. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to get Scotland to like us, because they're allied to France, so that should help already. Enemy of enemy. So you are rivaled with Spain. Yeah, that should be easy enough to get you to like us. So let's go ahead and improve relations there. Yes, that should be able to go up to 110, so we should be alright with that one. Well, the war's certainly going in our favour. Austria have got low enthusiasm. We've already got a lot of Austria sieged out, although I don't know where all of their forces are, and that worries me. That's random sort of HRE armies wandering around. But we do want to grab Trent. Oh, I'm holding the spacebar down again. I keep resting my hand on the spacebar and not realising that I'm doing that. Such a terrible habit. Let's keep these conversions going, especially while we're at 100% piety. I'm seeing lots of pop-ups about Florida, which aren't really relevant. There's some more occupations. Right, can you get to Tyrol? No, you're still kind of stuck behind these forts, unfortunately. Just keeping my eye open to try and... Yeah, see, Austria were sneaking in around the back here. Cheeky buggers. Can we teleport a leader into you? Someone with a lot of... let's put our ruler there, actually. We're going to do that. We're going to force march you, and you're going to get over here as quick as you can. You guys are also going to force march and try and get out of here if you can. Looks like we can escape. Maybe. You guys just get to there. Okay, now we're going to group up. And see if we can't head them off. They're probably just going to go straight for that fort. If I can make them come at me into the mountains, that'd be fantastic. You are heading into that province, aren't you? Well, that's pretty much Austria's entire army. Now, we will be the defender here because it's our fort. In fact, let's make sure that fort is turned on. This is our fort. So even if Austria get there first, we are the defender. So they take a terrain penalty and a crossing penalty. And we get a rebellion to deal with as well. We've got Spain down here also. But that'll send Austria packing. So let's go ahead and march down here and we'll deal with that rebellion. Let's go ahead and get the fort maintenance reduction and the fort, the extra defense. Obviously Austria down here giving Crimea some problems. But I'm not too... concerned at the moment. I think we're in a relatively strong position. But we want to take Trent and Tyrol. So we want a couple more of these... to fall. And we'll probably have enough war score, maybe, to take them. France really need to do a little bit more against Spain. I don't like that they're sieging out down here against Crimea, but what else can I do, really? It's just unfortunate that I've got to go and deal with rebellions. And say Austria have got some troops down here, but that's not a big problem. I'm going to go ahead and move some of these guys down out here, just in case Austria decide to try and sneak around the south of the map. 14% chance now to grab Trent. 49% chance up here. Let's just get to whichever of these provinces that we can. Right, we won that battle against the... And what we're going to do here is we're just going to break off 2 infantry. We'll select the rest of the unit. And you're going to march over here. We'll try and intercept those Austrians wherever they're heading to. So if we can just get these last couple of forts to fall, we should be good. 21%, well that could have been better. Okay, we do have that one. That should now allow us to actually reach Tyrol though. Gain control of that province again. That's fantastic. So you're sieging down there, are you? So we've got a few Spaniards down here. I'm not forced marching at the moment, but... Again, if they just want to try and take single provinces, it's not really going to help. Right, I don't want them turning that fort on. Let's go and march down there. Unfortunately, they will beat us there. They will grab it before I get there. No, they're actually trying to get out of there. They've abandoned their siege. Which is good. So that'll be a battle against Spain won. Now, I'm trying to keep this little army away from their troops while we march after the big one. We now have Trent. Tyrol should be almost done. Brilliant. Okay. So let's go and see if we can take what we want to take. We want Crane. We want Trent and Tyrol. They'll give us both. We've got a claim here. Got a claim here. Can we get war reps from them? Because war reps would be lovely. But give me war reps as well. But you won't give me all of your gold. What about if we don't take backs? It's a decent amount of gold. And we get a gold mine and a silver mine. Job done. No point staying in a war any longer than we need to be. We lost quite a few men there. But that sorts everything out for us. Let's get everybody back home. We definitely want to sort of keep a stack around here in Treviso. We'll get rid of the fort in Trent. It's outdated anyway. We'll make sure we go and turn off all of the forts. We'll keep some people in these areas just in case we get an uprising. It's almost certain that we will. I never did actually send those guys back to what they were doing, so we'll mothball you up. The trade ships... I mothballed the wrong ones, didn't they? You're the ones that are supposed to be mothballed. You guys are going to protect trade. Yep, still there. And repair on any damage. Fantastic. Can't quite afford to do all of those at once. Corruption's going up, that's fine. We've got this extra ship down here that we might be able to get here now. Can't actually get him there. So we're just going to mothball him. That's unfortunate. Because we haven't discovered all the way around the Cape of Africa yet, so we can't get there. Unless we build the Suez Canal, which is not likely to happen anytime soon. Right, let's not have 60k men all standing in the same province. We'll take the prestige. So I'm relatively happy with how that turned out. Let's get that army all together and then split them up. We don't need this fort here in Baghdad anymore, I don't think. So there's another conversion done. Well, that actually worked out quite well. We've got a few Catholic provinces to flip now. Lose 50 ducats or lose a prestige. Oh, but it gives us local defensiveness. Yeah, we'll do that then. Now, one thing that we do want to do now is turn some of these policies off. So, we don't need that. Well, it's 702. We've got a while where we have to leave them on. So, we can't turn them off yet, which is a bit of a shame, but... I think they basically won the war for us, so I don't mind that too much. Now, you are my leader, so let's make sure that you aren't leading the army in case you die while you're leading, because we don't want that to happen. So this is fantastic now, because we actually own the gold mine in Tyrol. There's a lot of autonomy at the moment, but, I mean, that works out really good for us. We will get some money from there once it's not in resistance. Now, could we build any worthwhile buildings? Trade depot. Can't really do anything until the construction and everything's done there. Trade depot there is not a bad idea. And taxation. Again, nothing gives us huge amounts of money. And what about... trade, where's production? Production, workshop. Again, nothing huge. A little bit down there in Ragusa, I suppose. So we've got another new mission. Recall the diplomats. Right, what have we got going on here? Papal State's opinion of us changed. Well, that's fine, I don't care. Let's just pause up. Memmingen, that rings a bell. Oh, that's you, a single province minor. The problem is, if I right, you are allied with the Netherlands. If I were to declare a war on you, Austria would come in, and so would the HRE, I assume. It doesn't say the HRE would come in to protect them. It just says Austria. But Austria will be considered a co-belligerent, so they'll be able to call in their own allies. Which means Austria will be able to call in Spain. They're not allied with Muscovy anymore, weirdly. So I don't think that one's important. Moldova could be a useful one. Let's take that for now. Gives us a CB on the Commonwealth. Let's go ahead and keep on with these cores. Now then, if we were to go to war, you are allied with France. You're actually straight up allied with France. And France would come in on your side as well. That's annoying. I bet you really hate me as well. No, not as much as I thought you would. May even be a chance of... Well, I doubt we'd ever get away with a diplomatic vassalization, so what's the bother, really? Well, that war went better than I expected it would, I'll be honest. I think I'll leave this fort here. It might be time to start moving forts forwards a little. But I don't think we really need to. As soon as these cores are done, we do need to keep our eye on those. We just need... it says cost 20, and I have more than 20. Oh, we've already got a missionary working in Trent. Okay, that's fine. How long is that missionary going to take? He's going pretty quickly. Okay, I'll let that one off then. So corruption's going up probably because of the overextension. We've got corrupt officials as well. We should have the maintenance not at full now. No reason for it to be at full. So we're making a fairly decent bit of money. Let's keep our eye on the rebel factions. They're all quite low at the moment, which is also really good. Probably got some more force limit out of that as well. Yeah, we've got another 21, so not quite another entire stack, but we're close there. So let's keep going with these conversions. How is the integration going with Fazan? 50.2. We've been doing this for quite some time now. It is still going up. It's just going up very, very slowly. Let's look at tech. So we should be making some decent money now. Yeah, 46% on this one. To adopt the institution. See, the price is going down. We are behind on a lot of our techs now, though. So we might want to get loans and just pay those off. Fazan has high liberty desire. Didn't actually want to pay off their debt there. That was a misclick. But it'll do. No need to placate the local rulers at the moment, because that'll just be an unnecessary loss of prestige. There we go. Now, there was something else that I just thought. Yeah, I think we might just take loans so that we can get the institution done. So, we need, what, is about 6,000. One more should do it. Obviously, we'll then have to pay these loans off. We can embrace an institution. There we go. That should now say it's 100% because we've already embraced it. And then the next one will be enlightenment. So, yeah, we're not getting a penalty anymore. So this does make it a little bit easier just sort of keeping up with these texts as well. Austria is no longer a valid rival. Well, ain't that a surprise? Considering how big they got, they have been properly squeezed. What about the Papal States? Commonwealth would still come in to defend you. France wouldn't help me out. France is fighting in another war. France is in a war against a nation that I've never heard of somewhere. It's an imperialist war. Another trade leader has been disbanded. Another province has been cored. So still making a decent amount of money. We should be able to pay these loans off quite quickly. We'll make a little bit more money once we don't have corruption. Because we are currently paying... almost 8 ducats a month to root out corruption. So we gained a little bit of inflation, but the inflation is going down. So we won't have to worry too much about that. So yes, at the moment, I'm quite happy with how things are going. We can take the next idea group, reinforce speed. We probably should, because we are still slightly ahead of time on military tech. And I think we can afford to start losing the piety a little bit now, just so that we can start gaining... Oh, excuse me. Where did that come from? Still a little bit ill after Christmas, I do apologise. But hopefully now we can lose the piety and gain a little bit more money. But as I seem to be developing my cough back, I'm going to pause the game there, which is where we are going to end. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.